Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of the men of Great Millstone, the men of GMS, who rule well and teach well, who got the absolute 144% truth, and who I learned this truth from, who I studied this truth from, in peace, love, and mercy and safety to the hopeful elect. And I want to get on, I believe it's Captain Tazariak and what he said about the MOTB. Okay, a lot of I seen a GMS Kansas City, the head of GMS Kansas City, do a video over what he said. Him saying that MOTB is not the RFID grain of rice. Fuck you. If I do a lot of burping, it's because I just got something to eat. He was saying the MOTB wasn't the grain of rice. If you get the gist, you know what we're talking about, because we can't even say it, because that's how you know this is the truth. All right. He was saying it's like your mindset, or a whole bunch of madness, man, BS, man. I was listening to what he was saying, but ultimately, he was basically, to sum up what he was saying, the MOTB is not the grain of rice, some other BS, something new, something else, man. And he was saying Esau Edom, the so-called white man, doesn't have to use a grain of rice, the micro C-hip, okay, to control everybody's minds, which is true but false at the same time, man, because the minds of the elect, all right, are never going to be swayed, controlled by Esau, Edom, and ultimately Esau is controlled by the Lord, all right. The deceiver and the deceived are the Lord's. But Esau, uses media, his trickery, his witchcraft, all this to control the minds of the wicked 2/3. The wicked 2/3 were created to be deceived, man. All right, and the wicked 2/3 are gonna take that grain of rice, that MOTB, okay, that C-hip, okay. And you, Captain Tazariak, you're one of those wicked 2/3, deceived. All right, the deceiver and the deceived are the Lord's, okay. And the Lord is controlling you, controlling your mind to sway and lead the flock astray, man. You're one of those false prophets, okay. Okay. And what you say and through your actions proves that you're a false prophet, man. And ultimately, what I saw and what I heard from what he said was, just made me believe, he's got to be, either an insider or bought and paid for, man. Because most of these, these false prophets are, they took the bag, so they, so they got to say what Esau tells them to say, man. They can't say what they want, because Esau's giving them, the bag, the money, okay, the cars, hoes, and clothes, all that, so Esau could tell them what to do, okay. But the men of Great Millstone, the men of GMS on down, the men who have this true song, this true doctrine, the truth, all right, they're saying what the Lord tells them to say, man, all right. If it gets them paid or not, okay, they're not doing it for filthy lucre's sake. They're not doing it for money, for fame, for hoes and clothes, etc. They're doing it because they love Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, all right. And ultimately, the Lord has chosen them, all right, from the foundations of the earth, all right. They're those chosen 144,000 elect men, okay, and the 1/3, okay. This is just a spiritual rant, and like I said, they have to have taken the bag, ultimately, due to the fact, of what they're saying. And how can you not see? You got to see what's going on in this world, man. All right. If you can't see what's going on, you know, in news and prophecy, all right. You know, the MOTB is already here. It's just not made mandatory, man. All right. People are getting C-hipped as we speak. You know, as we speak. You know, and I'm gonna take the long way. There ain't no train, so I can make this a longer video. You know, I'm gonna take the highway because I really crossed all the points. You know, but yeah, man. If you can't see that the MOTB is the C-hip, the RFID micro C-hip, then you either took the bag or you're extremely, like, you know, the Lord is definitely not dealing with you, man. You're definitely a false prophet, man. The Lord is deceiving, using this devil to, you know, deceive the living F out of you, man. All right? Because how can you not see or understand or know that the RFID micro C-hip is the MOTB, the Revelation 13 and 16, okay? Look at the news. Look at the society and the way things are going towards, man. All right, everything's a swipe of the hand. Everything's on a C-hip. You know, look at your debit card, man. All right, they're doing away with cash day by day by day by day, man. All right, I remember, you know, the jobs I used to work for, they were okay with giving me just, you know, checks, and I loved that. I missed having just checks. You know, I could go cash it in. Now they give you one or two checks, then they make you get yourself a debit card. You know, or they give you a debit card, man, or they, you know, because everything's going cashless. And a cashless society is perfect for a society that everybody gets implanted in the right hand or the forehead, all right, by a RFID micro C-hip, okay? And it's common. It's literally common sense at this point, man. All right, and if you can't understand it or see that society in this world is going towards the Revelation 13 and 16, all right, everybody being micro C-hipped in the hand or the forehead, all right, and that being made mandatory, then the Lord is, you're destined, you're created to be destroyed. All right. Is that, it's as simple as that, man. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Like the brother from KC, Mahalaya, if I said his name right, Slakia, I should know his name by now. Like he said, what he said? He said, Slakia, it just slipped my mind. But yeah, man, it's common sense at this point, man. If you don't get, if you don't get it, you're gonna be destroyed. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, DTA, Abad the Ball. Until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.